Okay, everybody, on now to COVID-19, adapting together. COVID-19 has hit communities of all backgrounds, but not everyone is receiving equal help. This morning, our Lorena Ayub introduces us to a community organizer who's bridging that gap by aiding immigrant populations through the pandemic. Lorene.
How do you get people to give when even givers are suffering during this pandemic? That has been Oscar's task as the founder of Unidos Por La Musica, an IE-based nonprofit that puts on musical events and fundraisers to help give back to the community, especially the Latino immigrant community.
I'm an immigrant that came to the U.S. and, at an early age and not knowing what resources to look for or where to go, that's what make me and inspire me to start this nonprofit.
And Oscar's nonprofit has been busy helping provide food and funding to undocumented families who have not had access to stimulus checks throughout the pandemic. The service has touched families who've been living with both the fear of deportation and the struggle to survive.
A lot of families, when they got the call that they were notified that they were going to be receiving a $500 checks, they got emotional because they were in the breaking point of not knowing what to do or how to move forward.
But that breaking point is also hitting Oscar and his team. Having relied on live music events for funding, the pandemic has caused them to search left and right to gather donations. He's calling out to the community for support to not just survive this season, but also work towards the goal of opening up additional resource centers in the IE and eventually LA.
We need to remind ourselves, first of all, that we're humans. When you're in need, necessity doesn't discriminate. It doesn't matter if you're African American, Latino, white, Asian, you are in need.
And he and his team hope to continue to provide those needs through unity and collaboration.
And joining us now live via Skype is the CEO and founder of the nonprofit Unidos Por La Musica, Oscar Ayon. Oscar, thank you so much for joining
Oscar,
us
good morning.
this morning. Congratulations on the great
guys.
work
Thank you
you're
for having
doing.
me in the show.
Oh, it is our
you, guys.
pleasure. So Unidos Por La Musica, United by Music. Talk to us about your amazing programs, your concerts and educational outreach, and how it raises awareness.
Yes, definitely. We are one of a kind nonprofit in the Inland Empire, San Bernardino, and Riverside County. So through the power of music, we fundraise for our mission, which is helping low-income communities become self-sufficient. And so every year we put together benefit concerts with different Latin celebrities, festivals, and all the proceeds go back into the community into different programs. We have 5 programs. We have food bank, we have education, we have a scholarship fund for DACA students, we have access to health programs. We have music for the schools. We're closing the gap because the arts are being cut, and we recently added a volleyball team, Bravo, for our communities. So through the power of music, we are making awareness, and that is the perfect excuse. When you unite people together through the power of music, then you can create awareness and also help them.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. Music is the great unifier. The arts is the great unifier. So since the pandemic has caused challenges with both the immigrant communities by way of, just gaining access to those stimulus checks, and then also your organization, you guys haven't been able to really do your benefits. How have you still been able to continue to provide assistance for folks?
Well, it's definitely challenging, nevertheless, because like you said, 70% of our budget comes from the music, but thanks to local donors, local corporations, in-kind donations, we have been able to sustain our programs, but we're definitely, stressing, just like any other business, just like any other nonprofit. So we are calling the community and local corporations to join our mission to help us fight food insecurity, which is one of the biggest problems for San Bernardino and Riverside County. Our food bank, just that program alone, is helping 5,000 families monthly. But, like you said, it's a little bit stressful because funding is being cut. And we worry because the necessity doesn't stop. Families keep calling, families keep coming to the food bank. And, as we know, a lot of people are being unemployed or underemployed.
Oh, it's just been such a stressful time for everyone. And Oscar, how are you making sure that the students are getting the social emotional support that they need?
Right now, we're putting together a virtual music program for local schools in the area because we understand that kids, students are right now stressing being at home, and so music is kind of like an outlet for them. We're inviting. These classes are free. The students can sign up for these classes. We're teaching them the basic techniques of music, guitar, singing, because we understand that right now, being locked down at home and not being with your friends or being at school, it could be really stressful emotionally for them.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. I mean, just the academic development is so important, but the social and emotional development is also equally as important. So, okay, Oscar, so for somebody out there that's watching that wants to help, what is your greatest need right now? What can they do?
Right now, the food bank, as I mentioned, right now we're helping 5,000 families monthly. So we are running low on budget for that. So anyone can donate financially. Of course, we need that help. But if there's local students in the area that want to come and volunteer as well, they're more than welcome. They can visit our website at uplmnonprofit.org. And from there, they're going to be able to grab our handle for Instagram. We're really active. And yeah, please, we're inviting corporations to please help out our food bank because right now we're helping 5,000 families monthly. These families were affected by COVID. They're now working or they're only working part-time.
Oscar Ayon with Unidos Por La Musica. Thank you so much for the great work you do. Hopefully you'll hear him and you'll want to help.
Guys.
If you do, visit uplmnonprofit.org. We'll be back.